Hey everyone, it's Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is Xenoblade Chronicles 3. This is my first ever playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Final dungeon vibes, final dungeon area, final dungeon everything. This is pretty fun. Like, I like just going through and fighting enemies in this game. Actually, we should probably change maybe character every once in a while. Nah, we like being Uni. Actually, being Uni is super fun in this game. It's probably like my favorite physical class. I think my favorite overall class has to be Mio's class, so we might change around to Mio's class for that. There we go. Oh, Mio. That's right. Mio. You're right, Mio. Mio, me this, me that. Now she's the Riddler. It's a little bit slower than Uni's, but like it's actually very good. It's actually very good.
I'm the girl with the gun.
Shall we deal with this?
Oh, okay, you first. Get him first. Come on. Don't let him fight us. Come on, you can do it. Juniper, I believe in you. Juniper knows how to use Juniper better than anyone. Juniper's the only person that actually knows in this playthrough who knows how to use Juniper. Because it's definitely not Calvin. It's definitely not Calvin who knows how to use Juniper. I don't know what is Juniper one, but Juniper not my thing. No, Juniper. You don't go down and Juniper. You don't be going Juniper come down here. I don't know what time. I feel like you always know when it's I record a video on a Friday after work. Because like whenever I'm editing them, I'm like, what happened? It's always like just me going, oh no, or like, wow, this is chunky days. I think it's always like apparent when I record something that way.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
If only.
We've been spotted.
Remember me. I wonder, like, though, like, I'm kind of worried. I'll be honest. Like, I'm always worried about JRPG final battles. While I've been playing JRPGs my whole life, and that's one of the things that, like, you know, I think some people are surprised here just because, like, I feel like I come at video games from a very, like, it's just a game. That's fine, it's just a game perspective, so people think I'm, like, very a casual kind of video game player. And lately I have been. Lately I haven't played much games outside of the channel, which is why I appreciate the channel so much, because it's like, if I didn't have the channel right now, I probably wouldn't be playing video games, and it does give me that motivation to play video games. Not that I don't like video games, not that I haven't been keeping up with video games. The last video game I finished outside of the channel, though, was The Quarry, and that was a while back. Reason being is just that, like, with work and stuff, with socializing with friends, there's just not much, I'm not saying that people who play video games don't have friends. I'm saying that, like, there's, like, so much going on that it's kind of sometimes hard to play video games. And even, like, you know, my friends who, like, love video games will always say to me, like, how they get home in the evening and sometimes they're just, like, they want to lie down. And that's the same with me. Sometimes I get home in the evening and after, like, exercising or something, I literally just want to, like, do nothing. Art follow-up? Let's do it. We're actually getting like a nice bit of experience from these enemies too, because they are like close to our levels. They're not like totally, like eventually like they're gonna not give us as much experience. Actually, they give us a lot of CP as well if we wanted it, you know. We are due in this game though, like some sort of cutscene though, because like Xenoblade Chronicles 3 in the main story loves doing like 30,000 cutscenes per like episode. And now, like, they're just like, hey, why would we just don't do any? And that's not a complaint, by the way. Like, I've said since the beginning of the game how I think the cutscenes in the game are, like, top class, like, absolutely amazing. And I adore them.
And I was the MVP.
Oh, it's just a doorway. It's not a cutscene. I kind of want a cutscene.
Don't worry, I'll coordinates.
Violent Flurry. McFlurry.
It means there were no holes in my strategy.
Yeah, it's always Tyon who believes the strategy is there's no holes in it. Man, this moving platform, like usually I don't like random obelisks in the sky, but the way this is kind of rounded is like really, really cool. Wait, no, come here to me. Come here to us now. Are you one guy or two guys?
This isn't worth our time.
What do you mean it's not worth our time? This is a Runavuku. You've never heard of a Runa Mio and you call yourself a Yu-Gi-Oh player. If I'm being honest as well, you know, and I'm like, I'll talk more about this as I'm going forward. You know, I also think about like the future of the channel and where I'm going to be with the channel in like a few years' time, and whether even the channel is going to be a thing in a few years' time. That's not me saying like I don't want to do this anymore. I love doing this, but I also like, you know, have like big dreams and aspirations of what I want to do on YouTube as well, past this as well. And I'm wondering like, you know, what's that going to look like? For me, like I always wanted to have like a wrestling games channel where like we played wrestling games, or I played wrestling games with, you know, just like went through story modes in wrestling games. I also wanted like a Yu-Gi-Oh channel at one point. I actually, before when I started work, that's what happened. And then I was just like, I'm too tired to even keep this up. I have one video out there, and it's called, it's like, you know, the channel is called Earth to Joey, and there's one video on the channel, and like it's a review of the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh, and I was planning on doing it every week, and I just like couldn't. Because like work is hard. And like I love work. I love working. I love my job. Was that a rank up? It was, nice. And we actually are doing pretty well with our experience. Oh, look at this big boy. That's a Runavuku too. And it's like, and I hope it doesn't make it seem like I'm abandoning the channel before the Let's Play list is finished. Like, I recently made a post about how I wanted to play Undertale again, the pacifist route. And of course, a lot of people will be like, you know, you never did the genocide route. For me, I will never do it. I will never do the genocide route. It is not something that I aspire to ever have done for me. Because I don't want to see some of my favorite characters of the past decade like that ever. You know what I mean? I don't want to harm my favorite characters of all time. And they are some of my favorite characters of all time. I think in terms of modern video games, they are some of the absolute best video game characters that you could hope for. And the best that you could hope for is to die in your sleep. And I emotionally connected with that game so much as well. Like, it'd be the same thing if like my second favorite game of all time, Final Fantasy X. If you all of a sudden told me, Calvin, the only way you can play this game now, you do the second route where you have to kill all these characters that you met that you love dearly, I'd be like, screw off. Leave me alone. I'm never doing that. That sounds awful. I'm not saying you're awful, by the way. I'm saying it sounds awful to me. I couldn't do it. I'm the type of person that wouldn't be able to go through it. Calvin earlier said it's just a video. Yes, it is, but that's in the context of you shouldn't get just like too worked up over stuff. Shouldn't get angrier at people over something that's that video.
It It means there were no holes in my strategy.
Oh, you guys are still here. I was like, that we defeated those guys very, very quickly.
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
We defeated them rather, rather quickly. I like doing focus attacks just because of that. I think you guys know I love doing it at this point. It just makes sense. I don't see how you can do it any other way at this stage. It's just the best way to do things. But yeah, like I will say, like as well, my job is not killing me. Like I'm tired. I'm really tired. I've been working more than I ever have worked in my life. But like, look, what can you do? I'm having the time of my life. It even worked. I'm having the time of my life, and it's great. So don't worry about me. I am kind of excited to get onto the new game. I think since it's gonna be October, we're probably gonna be playing some Five Nights at Freddy's. So I'm also worried about like what that game's gonna bring in terms of fan bases. Because I think one of the things that that's gonna happen is that like they're gonna want me to go into everything, like the lore, the videos. You have to watch the MatPat videos. And I'm saying this right now. And I don't mean this in a bad way. Don't take this in a bad way. Nobody take this in a bad way, you hear me? I will not be watching any MatPat videos. It's not happening. It's not happening. And that's nothing against MatPat. I heard he's a great person. It's just like I never like game theory videos personally. I'm making so many enemies. Please stop, please. Cutscene happened. Cutscene happened so I can please. The Xenoblade 2 fans and the MatPat fans are after me. Please. Bug Fables. Someone's playing Bug Fables. That's a game I have to play as well. Man, I feel like I'm contracted into playing all these games. Oh, Kingdom Hearts as well. We should play Kingdom Hearts. Oh my god, and it's Xenoblade Chronicles. There's so many games that I want to play. I think Juniper's been a good addition to the team. She's no Gondor. I mean, they're no Gondor. Sorry, they're no Gondor. And honestly, like Juniper was like a really fun character to have around too.
Junie, I'm asking you, please work with me a little.
You what? You're supposed
What are you
to be
saying?
following
What are
me.
you saying to Uni? What are you saying to Uni? Oh yeah, this way. We don't have to go this way. Tyon, you need to understand something very quickly. This is Uni's world. We're all just living in it. All right, Tyon. Man, you can see the enemies up there as well. Like you can just see, I don't know, man. Like this whole place has been like really cool. Now again, it's not like my favorite design in the entire game by far. Oh, it's little guys. With the little guys, how do you do? I'm doing good, thank you. It's fun to ask people how the aspirations, isn't it? It is. I find that too, little guys. My name is Lord Zetore. Who else are we fighting? Here we go. I forgot that like it's also like nice to see like when you see like the secondary moves come out, like, you know, when you have like Hidden Thorn and Flashback or Multi Blast, because like it's always like reminds you like of the systems of this game, you know.
Yeah.
Should we go up here first?
All right.
Oh, I guess maybe if I feel like it. Reach the nucleus of origin. I just noticed this now. Is there something over here that we should collect first? Maybe not.
Guess it's time to plan the day.
Plan the day? What do you mean? We're inside the origin. Not only are we inside origin, we're inside the nucleus of. We're going to the nucleus of origin. Oh, and like the Persona's coming out on PS5 as well soon, guys. I've played that game on PS4, PS5. It's the only game I've ever platinumed in the history of my life. It's the only game I ever will platinum. Because platinum games is not fun for me. And I would play Persona anytime. I know like a lot of people say they would have loved to see me play Persona on the channel, like, and it's the same with Nier. Like Nier Replicant is one of my favorite games ever made. I think it's a perfect game. Not only that, but it's a game that it's life changing. It's one of those games that's like how like I don't think, like, here's the thing, and this sounds so arrogant and gatekeeping. That's fine if it does. I'll accept it for now. Isn't it so freaking like crazy that people will go their lives without playing Nier Replicants? Like there's video game fans who will go their entire life without playing Nier Replicant. Just straight up.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the
And like I know like everyone's gonna feel like that about their favorite game, and that's one of the things that's always like, you know, really funny when you see on Twitter people will be like, you know, God of War 2018 is the pivotal moment for video games in the PS4, and you're like, I wasn't a big fan of it, and it's like, but that's just how video game opinions work, you know. The objective crowd, as I talked about before, the ones who are like, objectively this game is amazing, objectively this game is the best in the world, they seem to always like similar games. They always have like, you know, 3,000 billion like graphical polygons or whatever. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Don't even listen to me. Don't even talk to me either. You know what? All of you in the comment section, don't even talk to me. Never speak to me again. You can speak to me now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey. I was stressed at work. Don't take it out on me, Cal. No, I'm not. I won't take it out on you ever again. Wait a second. There's a big boy over there. First of all, should we go over to the big boy? That's the elevator.
Get ready to fight.
Okay, well, let's see what we got. Ian Horish. You guys okay? You coming over here? They're doing their little dash over here.
This is what we're made for. Yeah.
Whoa, visitors.
You okay, big boy? What? You saw me over here and you said I'm gonna fight him?
That was my plan all along.
Ian Horish. The funny thing is, I think because I know that I'm gonna be stopping like my recording session in like 10 minutes or so, I don't feel like this is gonna burn me out. I think I have a very privileged position in playing this game, and everyone can have this position if you want. But for me personally, it's like I'm recording these videos, so like it's very difficult for me to like truly feel too burnt out, like in terms of session time. You know what I mean? Like obviously, like over time, playing this game has been very, very long. It's the longest game I've played on the channel by far. It's longer than Fire Emblem. It's longer than any of those games. But I do wanna say thank you so much to the Mario fans, to all the fans who did not say when is this series going to end. Because I remember when I was playing Miitopia, I would hear all the Mario fans be like, when is this gonna end so we can play this game?
Let's just sneak a peek.
So I thank you for not doing it with this playthrough.
Got a rare doodah right here.
Yeah, I'll go over and do that too. It's called doody 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 doody. You know what? Hold on a second. See that big boy over there? I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill this big boy. You believe me? I'm fucking murder this big boy. I'm gonna kill this big boy over there. The music is like, to me, like it's not the best music in this game. This music so far.
Well, now,
The
ain't
only
that
way
a
is
challenge?
through.
My name is Creeping Emil, and I am here to be your doom.
Please, Emil, we're just children.
Ah, it does not matter to me. I will destroy all your lands and your people. I will do.
Okay, we gotta get out of here. So sorry. Okay.
I told you I would do this. I'm Creeping Emil.
Yes, you are. You're a very creeping Emil. Run, run. Run away from creeping Emil.
They'll pay
That
for
was
this.
one shot kill. That was a one-shot kill, creeping Emil.
Yes. Fear me.
He's just wandering. You can stay on your island, creeping Emil. We don't want you anymore.
That's kind of
We'll
rude.
take this down.
Sorry.
It's okay.
What kind of place is this? Oops, they found us.
You want to tussle? Come here. I got something for you.
This'll keep you going.
These guys will make me feel better about running away.
Enemy's broken away from me.
Our power flows free.
We can do better yet. Ground speed. Crush down. Come here. I got something for you.
This'll keep you going.
Well done, Uni.
Good going, Uni.
Enemy's broken away from me.
Am I doing okay with the heal? Everyone healed up? Most of it? That's big help.
Cheers to that. I want to surrender before we drive you into death.
Hold on. I'll be right there.
Crush down. Come here. I got something for you. Ground speed.
We'll do this. Everyone healed up?
Are you the only one left? If you're the only one left, then I have no problem, like, you know, breaking this. Yeah, okay. No, you're not the only one left. Let's get this one first.
Hold on just a little longer.
It's easier for us. Oh, Uni and Sans. Sans. There's so many people dead. What's happening?
Come here. I got something for you.
Can no one heal up anyone? Oh, that's my job. It's just me. Why isn't anyone doing anything?
Your tactics will win the day.
Thanks, Uni.
Give us a smile, Senna. Attica. With strength unbridled.
Let's show them what we're made of.
I was like, she's like, why isn't anyone doing anything? It's like, yeah, I am the one not doing anything. Now heal me.
Hold on. I'll be right there.
Nothing going. Come here. I got something for you. Let's use it to the max.
Is everyone alive?
Playtime's over.
Juniper's eye is very pretty in that sense there. Opinion primed. First blood. And we did such good damage to it as well. Really good damage. What's Juniper's one again? It's when chosen increased damage. Oh, we should have done this one first. Let's do Blackblade. And we got the heroic chain as well. And we broke him as well. Grand. Increasing that damage ratio as well. But you know, if we can we got our heroic chain there. Does that mean reactivation for Juniper? No. Let's do lightning quick. Let's start off with a topple. Topple Kef system. Then we'll do a multi-blast. Then we'll do a... This might be bad because we haven't reactivated anyone really. This might be very bad. Let's do a Superstorm. But at least they'll be dead.
Your fate was sealed when you rose against us. I just thought of a great idea.
We could do Radiant Cascade, but I'm wondering if we're being a bit too cute here. Are we being a bit too cute?
I'll start them off. I'll keep pelting them.
I'm wondering, are we being a bit too cute? Let's see. Let's see. And then let's do the. We could do a Superstorm into 100% right here now. Or Fatal Barrage. Look at that. Look at that. Jesus Christ. And we can do Radiant Cascade to the lovely Juniper.
More arrows incoming.
That's a good reactivation. And then we do Brave Assault. I don't know if this is gonna work though.
Our pain's way to victory.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Arrow.
This could work. This could work. It's gonna work. We're gonna get the Brave Assault. This was an insane one. I like Juniper. It was very hard to not have anything but Juniper. And now we have Limits on Bound. So we could start off with. I say we just start off with the healers. No, I say we start off with Force of Nature.
Pain's way to victory.
Then we do
You're in for it now.
heal everyone up. This is. I feel like we got very lucky with this one as well. No, let's not call luck for once. Let's say, hey, we did a pretty good job. I'm happy with the job we did today. And let's do a Super Song. Oh, so close. We got a Bravo at least.
This isn't the end.
At least we get to do Limits on Bound.
This is the decider. You're finished.
Don't mind me. I'm just here to end it. We were fantastic.
Oh my god, almost 2.5 million. We did a good job there. Juniper, you're coming to the team.
Got to stretch my chops.
Juniper, welcome to the team. Hey guys, we got Juniper.
They got Juniper. We're left.
Zed is like, I see they have Juniper. So now we have the elevator working from here, which is, we should probably
Let's use this to get ahead.
use it, because I think there's like a special place we can go to now.
I hate the waiting part.
Because then we can use it to go over here to get this.
All right.
Oh, well, I guess. Wait, is that where we want to go? No, we were already over there. What's the point? Weren't we? No, we weren't. Okay.
We'll take this down.
So we were in a space like this. Let's kill this thing over here as well, actually.
This isn't worth our time.
Let's end this
You
quick.
say this, but I think it's worth our time.
Get set up for the end.
Show us what you got, Senna.
Advance cooldown.
Extra.
Hidden sword. Heal. Bullet. Quick. Down.
Dark banner. White wing.
I'll get you ship shape in no time. Hey.
and the move is still going off. What was the point of going here? Oh,
These are worth a bit, right?
I mean, I guess. And then we can just walk back up here to this place, I guess. Might just brush past these enemies, if I'm being
All
honest.
that, do ya?
I guess not.
You thought you could walk by Neo the Destroyer, the most fearsome warrior who ever lived, and lived to tell the tale? You are mistaken. Mia, get them.
It's my job now to get them.
It is your job, Mia, the Destroyer. The Destroyer.
Cheers, you're the guest.
What am I doing? What am I doing with my life?
Hold on, I'll be right there. You'll do this. You're pushing yourself to the top. Yeah, feels just like it should.
Come here. I got something for you.
Thanks. Violent flurry.
Enemies broken away from me. Time to end this.
Come here. I got something for you.
Perfect time.
Extra.
Enemies broken away from me. Let's show them.
Let's do it, Kaya.
Come here. I got something for you.
Violent flurry.
Turn it up to 11.
I mean, to me, it's like every little bit of experience helps in this.
How's that? Multi-blast. Right to right. Maybe I'm winning. I lift, therefore I win.
We're still kind of like grinding it out here in the final dungeon. And by grinding, I don't mean that we're actually like grinding, trying to level up. We've just kind of been naturally going through this place, and it's felt very Final Dungeon-esque. There hasn't been many cutscenes. It's very much allowing us to kind of like
And we were just
go
getting
about our
started.
business.
Come here. I got something for you.
You're doing great out there.
And like honestly, like I think it's been a fun place. It's been nice to just kind of like calmly go through a place and attack a bunch of enemies. We've died like almost died like once. But like honestly, like it's weird because like we've never really been the only JRPGs we ever play on the channel really are Paper Mario games. So it feels weird to be here in like a pure JRPG, a game series that like a lot of people consider to be like one of the best JRPGs in history, or one of the best franchises in history. I make a lot of jokes about like, oh, like it's like Xenoblade 2 sucks. That's just because like, like people got very, very frustrated when I didn't even make fun of it. But in all honesty, like the Xenoblade deserves to be talked about, up there with some of the best franchises in the world. But like, I think it's like one of the things where like it never will be. Because like there's this weird thing with like video games nowadays that there's like this recency kind of thing where it's like a game can't be one of the greatest things of all time that came out in the past 10 years. It's like, oh, your favorite game of all time came out on the PlayStation 3. It came out on the Wii. It came out on the PS4 or the PS5. And I just want to say to people that like feel that way, shut up. Like that whole thing is like holds video game discourse back so much. Because like honestly, like a game that comes out tomorrow, and if you finish that game in 6 hours or whatever, that game can be one of the greatest games of all time. It can be. You don't need like, and people say, well, you need legacy and you need this and you need that. It's like we're not doing a Hall of Fame here. We're talking about what we think is the greatest video game as a product. I say product as an art form is probably a better way of saying it. It's like as just its singular thing, not just like as like, oh, it's like the greatest.
Teamwork couldn't handle.
Did I run out of food juice, by the way? I did. That's fair enough. But you get what I'm saying? Like it's like I go like, oh, I finished Persona 5 for the first time. I was legit like, okay, this is one of the greatest games of all time. And you go, well, I don't know. I hear people going, no, I don't think it can be. It only came out recently. It's like, no, we're not judges. We're all weirdo video game players. We're not like judging a Hall of Fame. We'll be okay. You know? It's like you don't need to have like 1,000,001 criterias to pick your game of the year. You know? You don't need to do that. It's okay. At least I won't do that. Persona 5 has had the longevity. Like, what, I have to wait 10 years for it to be my favorite game of all time, or one of my favorite games of all time? It's in top 10 for sure. And then you have, like, oh my god, if we're talking about, like, how people react to franchises and how people react to, like different games and franchises. There's like this also like really weird stigma around liking the newer games in some franchises, because it's like you'll hear like Persona fans do that too, where it's like you think that Persona 5 is the greatest Persona game? Try Persona 2. And it's like, I did try Persona 2, and to me, like, my favorite Persona game is Persona 4. That's my favorite Persona game. That's the one I think is the greatest. But like, if someone thinks Persona 5 Royal is the greatest, I'm not gonna be like, this peasant liking the newest game. I'll just say this right now, and I may sound cruel. Not one individual in this world, not one girl, not one boy, not one person will ever think that you are cool for liking older games. We all like older games. We all play games as a kid that we love to death. It's not cool. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be cool. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be. You'll be okay. Maybe we should use her later. First of all, Superstar. You get what I'm saying though? Huh? I'm not trying to insult anybody. I'm just saying that there's people out there that will do the whole thing of like, hey, you like this newer game in the franchise. Yay. You think Breath of the Wild is the greatest Zelda game of all time? Have you ever played have you ever played Zelda 2? Have you ever played Twilight Princess? You know? It's kind of like that sometimes. I just think the greatest game, first of all, greatest game of all time is whatever your favorite is. There's no, like, when people go like, how did Sekiro win the game of the year? This wasn't the greatest game this year. And it's like, yeah, well, you don't decide that. Like, it's a stupid game award. It's a stupid vote. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, there you go. Oh, he's already broken. That's my bad, really. You got a nice first blood, though. This wasn't a very good chain attack, by the way. I love how the final dungeon of this game has just become my podcast. Really good back in action. Radiant Cascade. And I think we're going to go with Multi-Blast? Yeah, we're doing loads of damage to this little creature here. This little weirdo creature. We can at the very least do a weird little... Wow, that's actually like really good. If we get Noah back in action, it's fine, but like we might have failed on this already. Without it's overkill, yeah, but without Gondor, it's very difficult for me to get the... That's a really good reactivation, that's all we needed, I think. So we do Bombshell Blitz. And we go... we start off with the Multi-Blast. We then do
Liberation Arrow with the heroic Chen. This is your fate.
And then we do the Crash Out. Proper overkill. We won't do it like again, like we're gonna do it right. And I guess I'll just say to to video games in general, whatever you like is the greatest video game of all time. We'll just say that. Big Bang Explosion. Whatever's your favorite game is the greatest game of all time. The people who don't want it to be that way, just honestly, were told as a kid that their opinion, you know, is too important. And also, you can also disagree with me on this stuff. I hope no one comes across as me being like, oh, Calvin's being a weirdo about this, you know? Like, that's not my intention either. Like, I just love video games. I love video game discourse. And I think video game discourse dies when it comes to, like, greatest game of all time, because it's the least interesting conversation ever, because it's always like, well, you know, you can't pick this game because it doesn't have the legacy and all this stuff. It's like, man, I just want to, like, love video games. This is a real... Look at that. Pure amazing. Like, we're doing... Juniper's been really good. Juniper's been very good. Like, praise Juniper. I love when they smile at the camera. Yeah, very good. Very good. And we didn't even do very well with that one. We could have done way better, I feel like, with that one. I think having Juniper on the team has been a good idea. I think having Juniper on the team has been a fantastic idea. Oh, this is total boss battle area. Look at this. Are we about to fight a boss? No? Okay. Okay, let's get going.
Just assume they're pushovers.
He is,
I'll show you how you can come to
wow.
town.
I hope you guys have enjoyed this playthrough, by the way. And I understand to a lot of people that, like, you know, it's you know, I didn't do all the side quests, and that's fair enough. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it, because I've enjoyed chatting with people about it. I've enjoyed playing this. Never, like, I decided to play Xenoblade Chronicles 3 on a whim. It was not going to be played on the channel. It was literally on the day that I recorded it. I did not have the idea of playing it. I think I posted on Twitter that I was going to play it, and we were playing Mario Galaxy at the time. Mario Galaxy 2, I should say. Mario Galaxy 2.
Holes in my strategy.
There's a door. Weird that they haven't. Oh, nice. Oh my god, this has to be like a boss battle area. Look at this. I just stopped saying this.
Were they created inside Origin?
Kavesi and Agnian ones together. Snuff me.
Snuff me.
This was a
I'd snuff you, no
nice
problem.
fight.
Oh my god, Darth Maul. Oh my god. That literally sent a shiver from my, like, backside up. Like, it was crazy.
Well, we've been found.
Come here.
Was that Tyon? Well, we're fucked. Well, it's over. I'm glad so many of you, by the way, love the idea as well of me replaying Undertale. That was, like, really awesome. And, like, doing the pacifist route. I understand that a lot of people, like, want me to do the... No, a lot of people don't. I don't think a lot of people do. I think some people do. I think the majority of people don't want me to kill people. That's really kind. That post did really well, and I think that's exciting. It's the same thing. We will replay more games on the channel, because we did that with Zelda games. I think one of the fun things we could do with the channel eventually, you know, is eventually replay other games. Like, a lot of people, believe it or not, want to see, like, replays of, like, Super Mario Sunshine and Origami King, which I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Like, what else? Like, I have all the time in the world. Like, I'm not dying. You know, I'm not leaving yet. If there ever is a point where I'm like, okay, I have to go, I'm no longer doing the channel or whatever, like, I'd say my final playthrough will be probably like Skyward Sword again. And I understand that, like, a lot of people might not like Skyward Sword, but for me it is the greatest Zelda game of all time and my 10th favorite game of all time. It is one of the most emotional experiences I've ever had with a video game. And I don't think that I could ever really ask for anything more special than Senna! No, get out of that. Who do you think you are? Oh my god, we have no healers left. We're about to die. These guys trampled us. Wait, where's our boy? Lance. Leave me alone. You can't catch up to me. Jesus Christ, no wonder we were dying. No wonder we were getting our arses handed to us. Jesus Christ.
Big responsibility.
I'll take point.
We were getting trampled, eh, guys?
Don't try to stop us.
Hey, why are you over here?
They set up for a fool.
We heard you were fighting the other guys. Yeah, we got destroyed. They were like, oh, here they come again. Which is fine. I'm assuming we're gonna have to be getting to some sort of, like, rest spot again at some point. I understand the last few episodes have not had any, like, cutscenes, you know, which, like, you know what's the funny thing is, as a content creator, you're like, what am I gonna do for the thumbnails? What am I gonna do? And the answer is nobody knows. And the answer is probably just a picture of Noah. Who else wants to die? Who's next? Who's next? Over here. Senna. What? Land and Senna. Can you tell me why whenever shit hits the fan, you guys decide to go into your little mode so you can't heal anybody? Can you explain why? Can you explain to the class? Like I'm sorry, like it's always them. Like it's always them. Oh my god, what are you doing? Stop ganging up on us. We're just trying our best. Oh my god, how is this dude blocking us? He's not even looking at me. Okay, let's just kill this thing. That's it. We're getting rid of this guy as soon as possible here. Radiant Cascade time. And we don't even care what we're picking. We're just trying to get him out of here. We're just trying to get this guy out of here. Even up the odds for us. There you go. There's a topper for you. Never look at me again.
No way breaks the enemy's guard. More arrows incoming.
Back in action. True. I'm back in action. Superstorm time. Now we shot the other guy as well, so we should probably gotten him damage as well. But I understand if the game wants to cheat. Like I understand, like sometimes games like cheating, and like I'm not gonna judge it. I'm not gonna judge the game if it wants to cheat. Like, you know, if the game wants to be broken and glitched. It's not a glitch call. I need to really good reactivation. And change that. See there. Now is the boss! Look what you've done! You've given me everything I needed. There was no way I was gonna allow this to happen. Get them. Let's change to someone who's really fun to use. You know. Oh look, now you're on your own. Mega freak. Now you're on your own.
You really saved our bacon there, Uni.
Well, you know, I do work miracles.
We have to go all the way down here, yeah. There's still so many enemies we have to defeat them, but we could probably knock them off one by one in this state, I'd say. And their levels aren't really that high either, like they're just like if they come over here, like I think we've kind of like defeated a lot of the bulk, a lot of the chunkiness of this level.
This'll keep me going.
Also, like, can we talk about as well in this game how great the cast has been? Like, we have like been so lucky to be able to play with a cast like this, right? Like, we've been so lucky. And like, you know, I know like it's like I play many JRPGs. I play JRPGs all the time. One of my favorite genres of video games. In fact, I would say it's my second favorite genre of horror, video games. Survival horror is my favorite genre of video games. Always has been. And like the funny thing is, like, you know, my favorite game of all time is Shadow of the Colossus. To me, that is the greatest game ever made. And then it's Final Fantasy X, and then there's another JRPG. The first survival horror game on the list is Resident Evil Remake, and that's like number 4. And I know that kind of contradicts what I'm saying, but I think like as a genre as a whole, you can like it's like if I look at all the survival horror games I play, like a 6 out of 10 survival horror game can still be really, really fun, but a 6 out of 10 JRPG can be monotonous and almost to the point of like sadness and like not wanting to play it. You know what I mean? If you get what I'm saying, like I know it sounds a bit strange or something, but like, or maybe you get what I'm saying. Like a 6 out of 10 horror game, you can at least have a few scares, a little bit of fun, but like with a but on the opposite end of it, it's like, I don't know, like a 6 out of 10 JRPG. You're looking at bad mechanics all the way through the game. You're looking at the length of a game. Like I can handle a 6 out of 10 game for 5 hours or 10 hours. You know, 6 out of 10 is like, I don't want to play a 6 out of 10 80-hour game at all. I think I recently played a JRPG that like I actually spent I spent the full 60 on it when it came out because I had so much faith in it. I think, what was it called? Oh, it was the one with it was like chess pieces. Oh god, I even forgot the name of it at this point. I was so excited for when it came out. It came out the same day as Elden Ring. They're on
us. Orders?
I forget the name of it. It was like, it had a really good opening theme. Oh my god, that's how like I stopped playing the game after 10 hours and I can't even remember the name of it now. Oh my god, what was it called? Trying to remember the theme song. It was something about the ego and the mind and your personality, and like you did a personality test at the start of the game. Oh my god, what was it called? I'll never remember it. I'll never remember it. Oh yeah, you brought in the big guns. Too bad. We already bullied your friend to death. What's the name of that game? I forget the name of it. Monarch. Yes, I was about to look it up and I remembered it. Monarch. I was so high on that game before it came out. So high on that game. Actually, around this time last year, we had, just like last month, we had the release of, it was like September 21st, was it? We had the release of an absolutely like belter JRPG action game in Tales of Arise. Freaking amazing. One of the greatest games I played that year. Loved it. Absolutely adored it. My game of the year last year, though, you can probably check my game of the year video. It was, in the end, Scarlet Nexus, which was another really fantastic game. It beat Nier Replicant just by a tiny bit, which is like, it's crazy. Like, get him! Noah, look at us, Noah! I feel like we have gained like quite a bit of experience going through this.
I should get training harder.
There you go. Wish I had a skateboard. That'd be really cool. No. Oh wait, the actual thing we were fighting for.
Whoa, got a rare doodah right here.
What are you hiding, little guy?
Nice little bit of cash as well. Man, the music. Again, the music is like good. It's not my favorite track, but like, at least it's not random opera sounds. Because sometimes games do that where it's like oh my god, like the remake. I sound like I'm complaining so much, but I hope it sounds like I'm actually like have a lot of love for video games. Like the remake of Demon Souls. Like the reason why that remake is like, it's really good. And then like one of my biggest gripes with it is that like they changed the music and the music's way worse than the remake of Demon Souls than it was in the original game. The original game was like so good. It was atmospheric. It had boss battle themes that fit the theme of the game. And then you go to like whatchamacallit, you go to like the remake and it's just like random opera song. The voices sing like this because it's a random opera song. You know what I mean? And like, it's like, it's just like, well, that's what Dark Souls music is, right? Random opera music. Oh, I forget that move is Juniper's still going with the move. Okay, come here to this. We're eradicating everything, but I think they respawn after a while, like, because I saw them respawn in the last episode. Man, it's crazy. I think I might just call all these videos just for the hell of it, like Romer versus Final Dungeon Part 1, Romer versus Final Dungeon Part 2. Like, at this stage. We've been going through this dungeon for like an hour and a half almost, and we've kind of just been doing like a very similar thing. But again, it's not been boring because the combat is fun in this game. And that's what I mean by the 6 out of 10 JRPG. If you have to go through an hour and a half dungeon, like, I'm sorry, but like, you need to have a good combat system, you need to have good characters, you need to have an emotional investment.
Lance wants something a bit meatier.
Lance wants something a bit meatier, he does. Fact.
What kind of place is this?
Wait, are we still not in any? What the hell is this dungeon? What is this?
Are Gondor and Monica going to be okay?
I hope they come back to us.
They'll be just fine. We need to focus on what we have to do.
Can we jump down here? Can I jump over there? No, I can't. You can jump up here though. Are you coming to fight us or? Don't go too close. Are you coming to fight us?
Don't just assume they're pushovers. All set and ready to tumble.
Tyon died.
Like this.
Okay, it doesn't want to fight us. That's fine. That's fine.
All right.
I mean, as well, like, it is a lower level at this stage. We got to level 72 by ourselves, though, which is rarely happens with me. Leveling up normally.
Over there. We should be able to.
Oh
move
my
ahead.
god, so much fun, so much fun. Ain't it fun? Living in the real world. Ain't it good? Being on your own. The new Paramore song's so good. Ain't it fun to be on your own? I know. There we go. I don't know the rest of the lyrics because I forgot them. But yeah, the new Paramore song
I
is really
should
good.
write this all down.
You know, this is why I don't leave the house. You say that the coast is clear, but you won't catch me out. Oh, why? This is why. I would have loved if they stayed there. That'd be
We
so
won't
funny.
get much further this way.
We should locate some device that'll reverse the direction it spins.
Really?
I hate enemies that
Oh,
can't gauge
he wants
the
to fight us though.
My brother is a pacifist. I will fight you, though.
odds. This'll keep me going.
Don't you worry, it's I, Ian Hornish.
Enemies broken away from me.
Keep on pelting.
Don't topple him. He's gonna fall. Oh, he fell into. Oh my god. This poor devil.
Hang in there.
Multi-block. Keep piling on the damage.
Enemies broken away from me.
Don't worry.
I got something for you.
This'll keep me going.
No. Enemies broken away from me.
Power flows free.
We can do better yet. Feel that? Oh yeah!
Great save that. Amazing. Woo. That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it. Whoa, got a rare doodah right here.
There's the device. This is kind of silly, you know, in a way too, right? It's like, hey, just click the device. Sometimes it's just like, hey, let's just keep going, you know? Let's just keep going. This is gonna reverse it. Oh, so we don't get knocked down by that thing. Okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. But I guess, like, you know, that was just an added thing. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay. You know why? This is why. Mio jumps in a very funny way, but you know what? We appreciate her. We love Mio. I saw someone climbing up a ladder there for a second. Enemies are getting a little bit higher, level 60.
Don't just assume they're pushovers. Don't worry. I'll coordinate.
Oh, there's a rest point as well. I think that's a rest point. That's great. We've kind of needed it, to be honest. We've kind of needed it. Don't you think? I think we needed it for sure. I think having Juniper on the team has like given us a very, very cool like little like thing to use, like the experience points thing or the damage points thing. But I think at the same time it's also like let us like not rely on Gondor too much. Without Gondor, we got a 2.5 million
I'm the girl with the gall.
thing, you know. So it's kind to me, it's like damage percentage, and to me that's pretty good.
Let's rest and heal up.
Let's start with some cooking food. We're gonna raise our experience points again. Here we go. Need cooking a bit of food. Manana, thank you. That looks great. Thank you, Manana. Without Manana, I would be sad. This is why
All
Manana
refueled for
doesn't leave the
battle.
house. Okay, I can't be singing that song forever. We have to do something. Let's see how far. No one's even close to leveling up yet. This is crazy. Isn't it crazy? Like, I feel like though we're not even like nearly near the final boss. If we are, like, we're probably in trouble. I don't know. Is 72 enough? Like, we need 5,000 more XP. No, we need way more than that. Sorry, we need like 7,000 more XP to level up to level 73, and then we're gonna need like way more experience than that. Like, we can't skip enemies if like we want to like have a higher level. But the thing is though, like, what's the sweet spot? Level 80? Because level 80 was the first game. I felt like if I got to level 80, I was fine. You know what I mean? But I don't feel like I want to get to like a sweet spot just for the sake of getting to a sweet spot. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just like... Is level 80 good? Is level 90 good? We'll find out in today in JRPG Land. We'll find out if level 80 is good, if level 90 is good. Like, how much does one of these guys give us at this stage? But these enemies are level 65, so we have to assume that like we're on the right track. Right? We have to assume that.
This'll keep me going.
Mind your business over there.
Now we won't mind your business. You're hurting our friend, Ian Hoy.
Ian Horish is a dirty, dirty bastard. It's not our fault that he did this to himself. Okay, now it's your turn. Oh, he has actually a lot of damage going for him. I think you forget that we are Ouroboros, the most powerful entity that ever lived in this dungeon. Rank Splitter and Multiblast would be really good together, actually, I suppose.
Good going, Uni.
Uni, good going.
Ground beat.
Oh, yeah. Because like we might as well get the XP bonus as well, like if we're looking to get to like a higher level. Start with Brave Assault. Superstorm, don't roll into the hole anyway though. Oh, that's Fatal Barrage you roll into it, isn't it? Let's see. We could start with a little bit of Multi-Blast. And maybe go into a... kind of the exact thing I wanted for now. It would be nicer to get a Bravo at this point, but I feel like without Gondor it's kind of a little bit more difficult for me. But we're trying our best. Really good back in action. Let's do Radiant Cascade. Start off with a little bit of a Sword Strike. Already broken though, I should have realized that. And then I guess we could go into a Rank Splitter.
Plan might work? I might have the answer. Do you think this plan might work?
Bombshell Blitz? I don't know, because I feel like we do Lightning Quick next, then it'd be grand. We're already overkill, so, you know. I feel like we're doing okay. I'm gonna multi-blast. And then we can just do this then. We can do Force of Nature.
There I'll be.
Oh, this is an area effect move. I forgot. We did it.
And one for good measure. Right to death.
That was a good reactivation. And then I guess Lightning Quick then.
Everyone get ready.
I like the way it kind of lets you know where you've been and what you've done so far. So you're not getting like, you know, so you don't forget and like use the wrong hero or whatever. Yeah, this wasn't perfect at all. But look, we're not even done. I know we're not done, but like still. At least we're not getting like 200,000 anymore. You know what I mean? Like that was a bad. Those are bad times when we were getting like 200,000.
Everyone get ready.
those are embarrassing times. We could start off, I guess, with downdraft.
Straight to victory.
And just go into our healers.
Time for the big one. Violent flurry.
So close to an amazing. That's like that's brutal. That is brutal. We got so close to an amazing there. And with that, guys, that ends part 3 of Calvin versus Final Dungeon. This is taking a while, but hopefully we'll be making some ground in the next one. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Really good damage as well. And we get the XP bonus as well. That's a really good XP bonus.
Got red.